What is up, guys? It's your boy Jed, and I just came back from the movie theaters and watched a new movie called My Hero Academia World Hero Missions. Now, there are some good moments in this movie, and also bad moments, and moments that will make you scratch your head. So, I just wanted to share my thoughts and just my opinions on this movie. So, yeah, let's start the video, shall we? First, let me explain what the movie is about. There are these terrorist groups that are targeting popular cities, and their main objective is to kill everyone who has a quirk. And the way they do it is they have this green chemical, and they spray around the whole city. And if you don't have a quirk, it doesn't affect you. And it's up to the heroes and students to find these villains and stop them at all costs before they cause more pain and suffering. So yeah, that is what the story is about, basically. And I will say the weakest point of the story is in fact the villain, called Fleck. And the whole reason why he made this terrorist organization was because he hated his quirk. And he wanted to get rid of all the people who have quirks. And to me, that doesn't make sense to me at all. Even if you kill all the people with quirks, he is still going to have his quirk. So that is one problem with this movie. And if he really hates his quirk so much, why didn't he give it away to one for all? Now I know he lives in Japan, and in this story, he is in America. But this dude literally made a terrorist organization, so I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to find him. And if you wanted to know what his quirk is, it's reflection. So anything that you hit him, he just reflects. So it can be really powerful. And can one for all not get it because he reflects this power? Or is that like I don't know about that part, but I'm not gonna go too deep in that. But that's just my opinion on the villain. What are your thoughts on the villain, guys? Did you think he was a weak person? Like, did it make sense for him to do all this just because he hated his quirk? Like, I'm sure there's people who have worse quirks than him, but they just live with it, you know what I mean? So I would say the story focuses mostly on maybe three students, Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto. And there's no debate that these are the most powerful students. In fact, they're probably stronger than most heroes, besides maybe Endeavor, who's probably the only good hero in here. And forget about the other students, they're like really not that important in this movie. So if you wanted to see more action with them, forget about it. And I would say these fighting scenes, guys, they are insane. Like, if Michael Bay made a movie that was anime, this would be it. And maybe that's a good thing that I'm saying that, but god damn, that was the best action I have seen in a long time. So yeah, if you just want like fighting in this movie, then this one has a lot of fighting with it, with Deku in there and Bakugo and Shoto being the main guys who fight. So there is some maybe with Endeavor and Hawkeye, but just a little bit. And then we actually meet a new character called Brody Soul, and whenever he meets Deku, I would say their chemistry is pretty great, and you kind of wish there was more with them together. If you guys are curious about his quirk, it's basically he manifests a small bird called Pino, and in this bird expresses his true feelings, and so he can't truly hide his feelings to anybody. So I think his quirk is kind of one of those, it's very unique because it doesn't give him any powers at all. It's just a living creature basically, which is, I have never seen one before. So I would say his quirk is one of the unique ones, I would say, in my opinion. And I guess it and his quirk does help in the story, I suppose. And he also has a little brother and sister, but we don't really get too much screen time with them. So I kind of wish we had more time with them, so I can like care about them, you know. But that's just my opinion. And not only that, but Brody Soul is very important in the story as well. And the way they meet is by pure chance and luck. But that's just anime. They always have like these things that happen that is like coincidental, you know what I mean? That's just the way anime is sometimes. There's also a scene with the police and they're trying to stop a fugitive. And I would say that this police in the movie, guys, are very realistic. And that's all I'm gonna say about that part. And there's also a scene that I kind of didn't like, is when the police blame Deku for like 12 kills that just randomly happened. They didn't even show the 12 dead bodies at all. And to me, anyone who knows Deku, he doesn't kill, so you already know who the rat is, and it's basically the commissioner, the police commissioner. So that wasn't hard to find. That part was like kind of like, when that happened I was like, huh? Like where did this came out of nowhere too, so that was like weird. And also there's a very important suitcase in this movie, and we have the classic where there's two suitcases that look exactly the same. What are the chances of that? And they accidentally get switched up. The classic. And this suitcase is part of the story. Without this suitcase, there is no movie. So the fact that there was a bank robbery, and the other suitcase had a bunch of diamonds, and Rhodey Soul, our new character, he was the one who was like basically stealing these diamonds, and Deku was chasing him this whole time until they coincidentally they meet up in this little freeway, and coincidentally at the same time there's a very important guy. He has like an eye patch, I don't remember his name. He crashes and the suitcase just flies up in the air exactly where Rhodey is, and they happen to have the same exact suitcase for all suitcases in the world. And yeah, and they accidentally switch it up. So yeah, to me, I kind of didn't like that part. It was like pure like luck, and I don't like when it's like pure luck and it just happened because it's the story, you know. I kind of wish they had like more of a better way to explain, or like better chance of maybe make Deku like find out what the suitcase is instead of like randomly finding it, you know what I mean? And also there is a plot twist. So as you can see, I remember there's an eye patch guy. He doesn't die. He goes in a coma, but we don't know what happened to him. The story literally ends, but they forgot about him, or maybe I didn't see it. But if you guys know what happened to the guy with the eye patch, he was like important to the story. Without him, there is no movie. So like, what happened to him? Did he just wake up or die? And yeah, guys, those are the moments that I remember the most, and maybe things that kind of like I didn't like and did like. I know there's way more that happened, but I don't really remember much from it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the movie, guys. I'm sure everyone has like their opinions on it, but these are just mine, so yours could be different, remember. And let me know your thoughts and opinions, guys, and be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.